Hey everyone, what's up? This is Zach and I am here with a movie review for you guys, and this was a paid request from Total Meltdown 2, aka Minotaur. So thank you so much for the request, Total Meltdown 2. It does mean a lot. So Total Meltdown 2 actually wanted me to talk about the movie Scarface, which I have never seen before. I've heard of Scarface, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So now I finally got a chance to watch it. So before we go any further, if anyone else would like to send in a paid request, you may do so by sending me a message on social media, preferably Instagram. I will give you my Cash App and we will go from there. Also, PayPal is an option for close friends, and it doesn't have to just be for a movie review like this. It could be a music review, a random topic, discussion type video, whatever it is you would like to see from me, within reason, of course. Just go ahead, send me a message. Feel free to let me know what it is you would like to see. Also, for those who don't know, I do have merch available on poppoptees.com, so if you want Zach D Productions merch, I do have merch available on poppoptees.com for those who are interested. And to anyone that has sent in requests before or bought my merch before, thank you. So Scarface. Now, I didn't know much about this film before watching it, but I have heard good things about it, and I have to say, after watching this movie, I really liked it. I thought it was a solid movie, and it's got a pretty solid cast too. Of course, you have Al Pacino in this as the lead character, and I thought he did good in this movie. Michelle Pfeiffer is also in this movie. For those who don't know, she was Catwoman in Batman Returns, which is actually one of my favorite live-action Batman films, to be honest. Maybe even my favorite. I don't know. But she is a good actress. This movie was directed by Brian De Palma, who I believe directed Mission Impossible as well, so that's pretty cool. And I thought he did a good job directing-wise on this movie. So Scarface is basically a mob movie. Now, when it comes to mob movies, there's some that I do like, such as Goodfellas, probably being one of my favorites when we're talking mob movies, but Scarface is also a very good mob movie, I would say. So pretty much the gist of this film is Al Pacino's character. He's this Cuban refugee, and he gets involved in drugs, and he makes all these business deals and stuff like that, and the money really does get the best of him. And you could say that even though he is pretty much the leading character in this movie, he's also kind of like a villain in a sense as well. It's very interesting how they made this character work. In some ways, you do sympathize with Al Pacino's character, who I believe his character's name in the movie is Tony. When he returns home after years of not seeing his family, how his family doesn't want anything to do with him, you can sympathize with him there, and there's some conflict there. And in other ways, he's very intimidating in this movie, just throughout, and you just know that nothing will get in his way, and he's just not to be messed with. And things kind of take a dark turn, and the money gets the best of him. It does eventually lead to a final showdown at the end, of course, in the mansion where Tony is staying at. There's a shootout that occurs at this mansion, and I would say it's one of the best action sequences throughout the whole movie. And spoiler alert for those who haven't seen this movie, Al Pacino's character dies at the very end of the movie, and that's basically it. He takes a very dark turn, a very dark path that he took, and it led him to meet his fate at the end. So, very interesting movie, definitely dark as well, but I thought that this was a good flick. I did like this for what it was, and I would say it's probably one of the best mob movies that I have seen. Now, the runtime of this movie, it is almost 3 hours, or about 3 hours, or something like that, so the movie is a bit lengthy, but you don't really feel the runtime that much, so I can give it that. I can really give it that. This movie released in 1983, and I think it holds up pretty well, I'd say. Now, as far as the action goes in this movie, I think the action is pretty good. I mean, it's not over-the-top action, not wall-to-wall action throughout or anything, but I think the action that's in this movie is serviceable enough. I do like the action when it's there. The gunplay and the practical stuff in the movie is very solid, I would say. So, Scarface, I like this one. I thought that this was a very good movie. Definitely has one of Al Pacino's best performances, I would say. Maybe even arguably his best. He did very good in this movie, and it's a good one. I'd say Scarface, it's a good one. Definitely worth checking out if you like mob movies, especially, or 80s action. Definitely check this one out. So once again, thank you Total Meltdown 2 for this request. So if I were to give this movie a rating or a score, I would give this film probably an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you think of Scarface if you have seen this one, and if you have not seen it, definitely check it out. So with that said, thank you for watching, take care, and have a good one.